Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I hope that you are doing well, having a sensational day out there. What are we doing today? We're listening to the band Ikarus. We're going to listen to the first track off of their album Ikarus, released 1970. Tell you what, I'll have to figure that part out. We're listening to this because, okay, hear me out. I was gonna do my thing where I haven't done it in a long time, where like I take the Strawberry Bricks Guide to Progressive Rock, flip through it, pick one of the random songs on it, and then choose that to listen to like a song from like the album that I picked through, like how I just did it, and it says Supertramp, Crime of the Century. Well, I've already done that. So, anyways, I was gonna do that, but I just, for lack of a better word, test flipped through here, and I ended up on page 128. I remembered it, so I remember to come back for this video. And on page 128 was listed this band, Ikarus. And I wasn't like reading it. I just flipped right over here. I just flipped on it. However, as I was looking at it, I couldn't help but there was one thing that stood out to me. I'm right here. See right there? See what band that says? Van der Graaf Generator? I couldn't help but my eye was drawn to that word. And so reading a little bit about them. They formed in the Batik Incorporation, formed in 1966. Let's see, their self-titled debut, where we're listening to the first track off of from here, is a classic slice of progressive rock, although one certainly inspired by their British counterparts, especially Van der Graaf Generator. So that's how we got here. I was going to do the flipping thing, and then I just happened to flip to that page, saw that band name, saw Van der Graaf Generator, and that's how we're here. That's how we've arrived here. So let us go ahead and listen to the first track off of their debut album, which is going to be 15 minutes long, entitled Eclipse. Where's the left-right thing? There it is. Making sure I'm wearing my headphones the correct way. So that's what we're doing. Hope that you guys are here for it. And I also see that this track had been recommended a long time ago, 8 months ago, by Titarex, who I will recommended the band. Let's go ahead and listen to this track, see what they're all about, and we'll talk about it after. 1971, by the way. And I couldn't find any lyrics, so I apologize, but I couldn't find any lyrics anywhere. But we're going to listen to the track. Very psychedelic blues rock. Buildings are killing emotion, creation. They struggle without hopes, ready for dying. Having no chance, no this little change on the drums. Almost has a soft machine jazziness to it, like a Canterbury sound here. especially with the organ, it has that fuzziness to it. You know? Switch. I like this section a lot. Just chill out.
Whether you going, don't you care? The lonely nature, won't you care? The poor creature, mankind, what are you doing?
Kind of sounds like Genesis of this section.
Well, there you going, don't you care? The lonely nature, oh, won't you care? The poor creature. Think about your situation.
I like the bass line.
In this respect, you are woman.
I really like the bass, the way it stands out.
Save the nature. Save the nature because it's a treasure. Yeah.
The way he's singing here almost is reminiscent of Jimi Hendrix. Like just in some part.
No place for peaceful living.
Not anymore, but just that little brief moment.
Means no sense. Why world is given? We're forced already by the past, having duties, it is our task. The task to master future.
Some Mellotron sneaking in there.
To make man survive. Make man survive. So I say, think about your situation. In this respect, you are on the nation.
Yeah, that's good. I really like the symphonic layers happening. This past few minutes, these past like 4 minutes on this track, I think this was really, really good. Pickup riff. like that sound. It's like Hawkwind now, building this space rock kind of sound. Frightening dissonant organ. He's hitting all the butter notes on this one. Organ solo sounds a little at odd with the track. A little at odds with it. That Mellotron sweetens the deal, though. Strings descend, organ ascends. This is Willy Wonka's tunnel right now. Just rocking it out. Or maybe not. I go back to this. I like how the sections return. They do that. They do a great job of making cohesion.
Mankind,
right back to the verse.
Don't you care? The lonely nature. Won't you care? The poor creature. Mankind,
I love the Mellotron coming over the horizon.
Mankind, whither you going? Won't you care? The lonely nature. Don't you care? The poor creature. Oh. Think about your situation in this respect.
right, so someone's on a ride there. Okay. I think that this is 100% of its time, first of all. And like I enjoyed my listen of it. I enjoyed my listen, but I'm also it's a little messy. It's a little messy. I think a decent amount of the transitions are handled well, but a lot of it feels a little bit segmented in how it's approached. But I think a lot of the sections in here sound quite nice. I think it's really cool how they burst right onto the scene with a big blues rocky riff and they keep that going for a few minutes. And then from there, from the heaviness of that sound, it moves into like, to me, something kind of Genesis-like where it brings in the acoustic, kind of slows things down a bit. And that moment from about 4 minutes into like 7 minutes, I love that section a lot. It felt like a song unto itself, and I really like how they brought everything together there. Like, I love how it just felt so acoustic and pastoral. It was really peaceful, and it was really interesting. I really enjoyed that. And like, here, let me pull it back up really quickly, just to get to the part I liked. Like, okay, he sounds like Jimmy there. But like, this organ-led, kind of almost symphonic feel in the chorus there. You would hear the Mellotron sneak in right after that, coming over the horizon. It makes it very powerful, and then of course it flattens right back down to the mellow verse. I thought that whole section there was really, really well done. And then from there, you move into an abstract Hawkwind, King Crimson kind of passage that the backing rhythm of the musicians is just straightforward. But the organ, I don't know what it's doing, but the way it's playing, like, there's a way of playing the notes that can create dissonance and not be exactly in line with the melody. Happens a lot in jazz music, for example, but you got to do it tastefully, and there's a way of doing that. Here, a lot of the organ solo to me felt kind of at odds with the rest of the music that was happening beneath it. It didn't quite coalesce. And like I said, there is a way of doing that in where you make things purposely sound maybe not out of key is the exact, the exact phrase, but, a little off. And that actually adds a kind of bitter taste to the music, a little bit of a contrast that you're like, oh, it kind of takes you back. But then when it settles, you're like, oh, it actually kind of works in a different kind of way. There's a way of doing that, and I felt like for the most part, the organ solo in the Eclipse just didn't quite hit that mark. Even though, besides that, the organ playing was really nice. The Mellotron, sensational. That's going to be Wolf-Dieter Strunz on the organ and piano here. And like I said, I think that besides that passage, which did take up a decent amount of time, the organ playing was really, really wonderful. Like I said, I love when the Mellotron comes in. That's wonderful. There was that interesting effect on the organ when it kind of first came into that section, where it's kind of like, I don't know, the best way I can describe it is it sounds like there's bubbles around it. It's like, it was really cool. That was a cool way to kind of bring it into that section. Like I said, it really did feel like a space rock kind of section in that particular moment. And then it got back to the verse, of which I really enjoyed. So I loved how it brought it all together. And even at the end, it kind of brought it back to one of the beginning parts. So the song does have a lot of segments, but at the same time, they kind of come full circle and lead it down to greener paths as you move forward. The drumming I thought was really nice. That's going to be Bernd Schroeder on the drums and percussion. Lead vocals, Lorenz Kohler. I think his vocals, I would put them in the same category, I can't remember his name right now, but in the same category as the vocalist from Eloy. A vocalist that apparently you either love him or hate him. And in this case, I think he sounds great. I think he matched the music. I think he flowed with it very well. Those little moments of the outburst that you would hear from him really reminded me of Eloy. And so I actually enjoyed his voice and how it felt within this particular mood of the music that they were putting down. But I can definitely understand why maybe some may not enjoy his voice on this particular track. I thought this was cool though. The track is divided into two suites or two segments: Skyscrapers and Sooner or Later. I got to tell you, I couldn't exactly tell you where the divide was. I could argue that it would be somewhere in that space rock section, or it could have been before when the music slowed down and hit acoustic. It could have been after all that. I really couldn't tell you exactly where that divide was. And like I said, unfortunately, there are no lyrics that I could find online. I was looking around. I couldn't find one website that had the lyrics to this. So apologies for that, but I did do my due diligence. I I did do my due diligence, and I looked around, but I could not find it. I guess I could check one more place if I go on YouTube. Every once in a while, there's someone that like posts lyrics and stuff like that. I didn't check that, so I guess I didn't do my due diligence. But I'm here right now, and I'm still not seeing them. So that didn't work. But as far as I could tell, it seemed. I mean, you said like don't kill them or something like that. It seemed like perhaps like a peace message, anti-war message, something like that. I don't know, but it was cool to listen to. Anyways. Hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the music. Maybe the next video, or one of the next videos, I'll actually do what my intentions were to do and flip through here and choose a random song. And we'll go from there. But hope that you guys had a lovely time watching. I appreciate you being here, exploring some new music with me. And yeah, that's it. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'll see you all later. Bye, guys.